Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the Xcel Infiniti Comp wetsuit for summer 2014. So Xcel Infiniti Comp is the first time we've stocked it this year, and it's come with a very good reputation and strong demand for this wetsuit. So traditionally the Infiniti has been one of our biggest selling winter wetsuits year on year, but we don't stock the Infiniti Comp because primarily in the UK, people are after warmth, and the Infiniti is traditionally a very, very warm wetsuit. It's thick, good quality neoprene, but it also has a lot of thermal lining and features which are designed to keep you very much warm, which is especially important in the UK winter because it's really, really cold. But as you get to summer, then it definitely becomes a need and a demand for a more performance, flexible wetsuit, which is where the Xcel Infiniti Comp comes in. It's all about performance and flexibility and comfort. Okay, so those of you who are sort of familiar with the Xcel wetsuits, this comes with an X2 entry system, which is the chest zip system across the middle here, basically. Up and over the head, easy on and off, and it's got a crossover system inside, which makes it very easy to get the suit on and off, especially with the quality of neoprene. And then the wetsuit is what they call like a V-foam, which is the quality of neoprene, basically. So some of the more basic things, the actual suit itself is a 3-2, so you've got 3 mil of neoprene on the lower body, around the chest, around the kidneys, around the lower body where you need a bit more warmth, okay, and you have less movement. And then 2 mil of neoprene around the upper body where you need a bit more flexibility running through the suit. As I said before, the suit is 100% V-foam, which is ultra stretch, super flexible neoprene. And they call it the V-foam because it contains more air, which makes it more flexible and better at insulating you, because all those little air bubbles fill up with warm air, which then insulate you, okay? That's running the whole way through. So to actually touch the wetsuit is incredibly flexible. Really, really flexible the whole way through the suit. It's sort of going to feel great when it's actually on. Another one of the primary features of this wetsuit as well is the seamless construction, which means there's bigger panels of neoprene running through the suit, which creates less seams and more flexibility. So again, it's one of these wetsuits where they get rid of that smooth skin material. It's just double lined the whole way through to create less seams, less weight to the suit, and more flexibility. So the whole front panel of the suit here is one big piece of neoprene, and the stitching or the seams run down the side of the suit. Okay, and that makes it very, very flexible throughout the whole front panel of the wetsuit. All the way under the arms, runs right down to the bottom there, so there's no restriction, and over the shoulders there's no seams. And it's the same around the back. You've got loads of flexibility in the lumbar, and then around the sort of bum, the lower leg, it's hardly any seams, which basically means it's really, really flexible the whole way through the suit. And to actually pick up, the suit is insanely lightweight, really, really flexible. Okay, so the actual seams on the suit, they are glued and blind stitched, but actually on certain areas of the suit, they are just, it's kind of done the other way around, which is interesting. You've got the stitching on the inside of this wetsuit, halfway through, and then it's glued on the outside. Okay, interesting way to do things. Then obviously you've got the stitching against your skin, which some people may or may not prefer, but the seams do feel incredibly unrestricted. But it's a GBS suit, so the suit is fully sealed, it won't let water in through the seams. The standard knee pads, you've got the Duraflex knee pads. They're quite small with the Xcel suits, so they keep them quite small just to protect the key area of the knee, create more flexibility, I suppose. But they're kind of puffed up as well, so they're slightly oversized, which creates that puffy effect and basically locks in around your kneecap. Everything about the suit is just designed to make you feel really, really comfortable. One thing they do have around the inside of the wrists on this particular suit, they've got like a liquid taping on the inside there. Just creates a better seal with your skin, so it stops any water coming through. It stops the cuff riding up. They've got those around the ankle as well. And around the collar, you've got that smooth material as well, just to create less rash and also make it more comfortable against your skin. Creates a better seal and keeps water out of the wetsuit a little bit better as well. Okay. Now with the Xcel suit, it looks great, really sort of plain the whole way through, just with a bit blue across the top. I think it looks nice. You've got the key loop on the lower part of the leg. Yeah, it's quite an ingenious one as well. It's kind of hidden away and just tucks underneath the wetsuit. Obviously you don't put any electronic keys in there, otherwise they won't work anymore. We turn the suit inside out because there's a lot going on inside the suit. Now Xcel suits are traditionally kind of one of the more expensive suits. I think that's down to a lot is reputation, but also is down to quality. You know, they don't sort of spare any expense in terms of the technology they use in the suit, and you do tend to get sort of everything that you'd expect in terms of finishing. So you've got like this, like the grooves on the back of the knee, just to promote additional flex through the back of the knee. So all the finishing touches and just the sort of the actual sort of construction of the suit tends to be a little bit better than other people, which does make it a bit more expensive. And with a lot of these sort of performance wetsuits, a lot of the wetsuits that claim to be sort of like really high flexibility, they are just pure super stretch neoprene the whole way through, which makes them a bit cheaper. But the Infiniti Comp is a bit more expensive because it has the quick dry polypro lining through the inside of the suit, which basically is a polypro material which is non-absorbent and wicks away water. So drains water out of the suit, means that it gets dry really quick in between surfs, and that's the whole way through the inside of the suit, all of that blue material. And then you also get some of that fusion taping as well, just around the real sort of key areas of the wetsuit, to ensure that the suit doesn't fall apart on you and it's going to last a long time. But if you look at that sort of material, it's basically like a standard polypro, which is like a woven fabric. I think it's just a non-absorbent fabric, which basically doesn't absorb water. So any water that comes in contact with it, it sort of beads and gets wicked away and dries off very, very quickly. But one thing it will do as well is insulate you. So any heat that leaves your body, instead of being lost slowly through the neoprene, this sort of material retains that heat inside the suit for a bit longer. So you don't normally get that in the kind of performance wetsuits that a lot of the other companies are making. Big old bit of taping around the crotch there. Okay, and so that is definitely bigger bonus with the Infiniti Comp. It's going to keep you warmer. Okay, perhaps it makes the wetsuit a little bit heavier. But having said that, picking up this suit and sort of turning it inside out and trying on and everything, I can sort of vouch for the fact that it is insanely lightweight, really, really flexible wetsuit the whole way through. The finishing on the suit is lovely, and it's everything that you would really want for a summer wetsuit. Whether you're using it over in Australia or using it in the sort of southern part of Europe, then this could even be a winter wetsuit, because with all the thermal lining that you've got in the suit and the quality of neoprene, there's no reason why the suit wouldn't keep you warm in sort of slightly warmer waters. In the UK, people can expect to be using this suit as soon as the water temperature hits about sort of, be brave, about sort of 13, 14 degrees. If you are not so brave, then sort of 15 degrees upwards. And that is typically kind of around about this time of year, which is at the moment it's May, right the way through to kind of like October, maybe even November. It all depends on your tolerance of the cold. But in a lot of countries, water temperature doesn't really get below that, so this is ideal for the winter months for them, and maybe even sort of like the majority of the year basically. Really lightweight, flexible wetsuit. When you've got the suit on, it will feel fantastic as long as the fit is good, and it will also keep you very warm, and it will dry very quickly between surfs as well. So it's a really nice wetsuit from Xcel.